got the timetable.
Still no sign.
Oh,
Did they have a map?
they did. That's us.
Very same train. Do you suppose the murderer's on it again?
Oh, I doubt he makes a habit of strangling women on trains. No. It was the last carriage?
Third class.
How soon after the murder did you reach Hampton Parva and change for St Mary Mead?
The attendant said it was 7 minutes to the next station, and that was 2 minutes at the most after I told him what I'd seen.
If we assume, then, that the murder happened 9 minutes before and you arrived at the station at 5:35, that Charles inspector said this train was searched at Brackhampton, which would have been at 5:40. Here's where we are now. The tracks run side by side. Must be almost there. Would you mind strangling me, Elspeth?
Not at all, Jane.
Please don't mind us.
Oh, it's a bit rocky.
We're slowing down.
Whoa, whoa.
That's why the blind flew up when it did. Where exactly are we?
Right slap bang in the middle of nowhere, by the look of it.
This is where you must have seen the other train.
Oh, yes, so it is, Jane.
Someone's stood our best. Catch up. Wait, Eastleigh.
Alexander! James! What did I tell you? You are never, never to come this far without my permission.
Sorry, Daddy. Sorry, Mr. Eastleigh. It was my fault. J'excuse, Papa. No, je m'excuse.
What would your mother say if I had to call and tell her you'd fallen in? Come on. It's time to eat.
We slowed down around this curve. The railway follows the boundary of a very large estate just before Brackhampton. The house is Rutherford Hall.
Rutherford Hall, that clangs a damn great bell. I just can't... Oh, maybe I am going too lonely.
No, you're not. It'll come to you. I only had a glimpse, but we were looking down. The line runs along an embankment.
Well, if that's where he pushed the body out, would have rolled down into the ground. No wonder no one's seen it by the track. He was a lucky brute.
If it was luck. It's the only place a train would be going slowly enough to manage it. It's just possible. He chose the spot very carefully indeed.
But why has no one at Rutherford Hall found her?
Could be unoccupied. So many of our big houses are being sold off.
No, it is occupied, Jane. I've just remembered. Look, Rutherford Hall, cook housekeeper for Christmas holidays.
Thank you again for my present.
And for yours. I'd hate to run out of talcum powder in that climate.
Oh, dear. It's the first time Mr. Inch has been to the airport.
Oh, well, it's the first time I've been to Ceylon. Hope the pilot knows the way. Now, promise me you won't do anything foolhardy.
Promise. Not on my own.
Oh...
The places and faces I've known, when the dream is ended and passion has flown, I travel alone, free from love's illusion.
Quite enchanting, Lucy.
Thank you, Mr. Coward. I'll finish laying the table.
Not so fast. A few words of heartfelt appreciation on your last day. Miss Islesborough breezed in like a whirling dervish a fortnight ago to rescue me, standing in not only for my secretary, but also for my housekeeper. Clearly, I overpay them both. In August, she was in Turkey, looking after a sultan. Did you know that a sultan's wife is called a sultana? Every time I bite into a slice of fruitcake, I wonder if...
I'm so sorry.
Miss Marple?
Lucy.
Sorry.
Whoever she is, dear, speak to her about timing. This one's for you, Dickie.
Is that Lord Mountbatten?
Yes.
Oh, Raymond said you wouldn't mind my coming unannounced, but I had no idea you
Don't
were...
mention it. It's lovely to meet you again. How is Raymond?
You know my nephew, footloose and fancy-free. Like you, Lucy.
And long may it be so. I do what I do, I see who I see, I meet who I meet, and it's glorious. It's lovely to meet you again, but...
Of course. Now, I couldn't pay nearly your normal rate, but Raymond said he'd help, and everything I know about you convinces me you'll take it on.
You want to engage me?
Yes. Would you like an adventure?
Possibly.
It's quite a challenge.
Very possibly.
I want you to find a body.
Hello, Lucy Islesborough.
I'm Emma Crackenthorpe. What a smart car.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that car. It's lovely, isn't it, boys?
Boys, don't touch.
Come in. We only occupy this wing now, my father and myself. Though, as I said, there's family for Christmas, which is why I advertised. That was my brother-in-law, Brian, with the boys. Alexander's his. James is a school chum.
You have a sister. I envy you. Just brothers, me.
Edie died, having Alexander.
I'm so sorry.
Would you wait here? I'll see if my father's ready for you.
The Gobstopper King. Sorry. David Quimper, Miss Islesborough. Emma said you were starting.
Is someone ill?
Well, not more than usual. No, I'm giving him the once-over, Luther, Mr. Crackenthorpe. But I really came here to talk to Emma. That's Luther's father, Sir Marcus. Crackenthorpe Confectionery. Rotting the nation's teeth since 1881. You surely had a nougatine twirly in your time?
I don't think so.
Or a choco melty bar?
Oh, yes. Wasn't I sick?
Miss Islesborough?
Excuse me.
Thank you. Dr. Quimper.
Doctor.
I'm delving for your name. It has a definite Anglo-Saxon something about it. It's not in the chronicles. Wondered if I'd seen it in Ivanhoe.